All right. Game Recognized Game Podcast number 18, I believe. Justice CJ, once again, coming to the end of the year here. It's been interesting, man. Another week.
Yeah,
Dude,
last month of the year.
I see you got that. You still coming up with some new sweatshirts and shit?
What are you talking about?
You be out there in the malls and shit, bro.
Oh no, these are I always got stuff stashed in the closet, man.
You're the one guy, like I'll give you that too. Like you're the one guy I always show up and just like, where the heck did he get this from? Never
I just got
or anything.
when it comes to like the fall, when it comes to like hoodies, sweaters, crew necks, I got just stashed like 2022 stuff. You're like, oh, what? I wonder what people are gonna wear in 2022. I got it already. I'm just waiting until 2021 to wear it.
I'll say like I'm actually you'd be one person like if you told me like, yo, I'm coming out with a clothing line, I'll be like, all right, let me like peep what he's.
Hey, man, if
like,
may God, show us, but hopefully, in the future you might see me drop something in the collection, So
hey, maybe it's in the cards. Maybe it's in the cards because I'm like, this dude, where did he find a Majin Buu chain? like, some of the stuff you be pulling out, I'm like, man, I can't even hate. I can't even.
Hey man, hopefully, man. I'm trying to share it to everybody, man. One day people you be like, oh, what that looks like, some from CJ's collection. Oh yeah, So we'll see, man.
Sometimes you just gotta be like, damn, that dude is nice. Like some dudes just gotta like that.
Thank you, man. That's what we try to aim for, man. So
speaking of nice dudes, though. You've been following like the James Harden stuff that's been going on in the news?
Hey, if we're gonna start there, let's go ahead. I have him I'm a big James Harden fan. If he wants to come over to Brooklyn, we'll be happy to have him. But I had him for my MVP of the week.
Really?
Right there. I'll say this. I'll say this because it was kind of a weak week. Because I don't know who else would I pick for MVP of the week. Just out of my scoping, it just seemed like.
How about this? How about everyone showed up for practice?
No. Of course, not everyone, not everything he did is right. But we can dissect it. Let's get into it. We'll explain why I think he was MVP of the week. But go ahead and go summarize the news of James Harden. What's going on?
So James Harden. So randomly, the NBA season started in like literally, I think on Friday or even tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow. So.
Yeah. So NBA season is right around the corner. So a lot of the bigger athletes, because they were playing in the bubble, they didn't really get an opportunity to like vacation with their families or have the normal sort of off time that they're usually accustomed to. So the team was actually playing in the playoffs. They were, you're playing a lot of basketball. You don't really have time to, rest and recover and things of that nature. So they're supposed to be showing up for preseason warm-ups, training camp, etc. this week. James Harden, probably one of the most prolific players of our generation, decides to go to little baby's birthday party in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Which is I don't really have too much of a problem with it, but he goes to his birthday party in Atlanta, not wearing a mask, and clearly like showing off that like, okay, I'm at little baby's party, and doesn't go to practice. That was a big. And then next day he's in Vegas, which was news to me because I'm like, wait, Vegas clubs are open now? Like what they got XS and Omnia are open now? So this dude is partying in Vegas again, no mask on, no social distancing whatsoever. Not only showing like disregard for the Rockets organization as a whole in terms of saying like, hey, like kind of like illustrating that he doesn't want to be there, but also kind of showing that he doesn't really care about the rules of COVID-19 either, or the sort of reputation that can kind of bring amongst him and also the team itself. So clearly these are all different violations and problems and issues. But a lot of people took it to say, hey,
understood.
Maybe this guy, his way of saying like, hey, y'all need to trade me because, I'm not really happy.
Which is what it looks like.
So
here's my thing.
So go ahead, because I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Here's my thing. Everything you said is right. That was wrong. Not practicing social distancing, but who is? I mean, we saw the after party for was it Jake Paul after the fight? I didn't see anyone with no mask on. Okay, so let's stop the mask. No one's wearing masks. Okay, let's not just say James Harden's not wearing. No one's wearing masks. All right. Now, Lil Baby posted a video. Shout out Lil Baby. I mean, he's killing the game right now. He's dropping fire. Every time he drops something, it's on the charts. He's Grammy nominated. Shout out Lil Baby. He posted a video of he's like, hey, look what James Harden got me. A bag of honey buns. He got himself some shoes, some chains, some band, like a bag of like bands, like honey buns, like you get the joke. Like, so James Harden standing there like, yeah. Flexing like, yo, I just got the hottest rapper in the game. One of the youngins, like, look what I'm dropping on. Like, you think these rappers got money? Like, look what I'm giving to these rappers. I can respect that. That's just James Harden flexing. What is he trying to say? It's not about, I'm trying to get traded from the Rockets now. You just got a brand new coach. You lost Russ. You're getting, now, not to say, John Wall and Cousins aren't great, but they're coming off injuries.
Okay.
You're the man of Houston. I mean, practice? John Wall and Cousins need to be at practice. They're the ones who need to be at practice. We need to see what y'all can do. What y'all been doing? Let's see. I'm James Harden. What do I need to be at practice for? I'm over here dropping 60. 60. I'm the best scorer in the game. You want me to make some more threes in practice? You want me to show you I can still score? What do you need me do there, man? I don't want to bring any, and regardless of what he does, it's gonna bring distraction, right? But he's like, yo, it's COVID. We don't know if we're gonna see tomorrow. I'm chilling. Okay, I've been putting my heart and soul into this team. Y'all want to slander my name? Oh, James Harden ain't club. Okay, keep slandering. I'm gonna go to the clubs real quick. I'm gonna chill before the season starts. Now we heard reports he was back in Houston. He did his COVID testing, whatever, negative test. Now they want to say, oh, he has to test every day for I think the next 6 days or something straight, and get negative tests before he's cleared to play or something like that. But it's preseason. It's preseason, so he still has time. I mean, preseason starts tomorrow, I believe. Full season doesn't start until next week. So he has time. So my thing is, yo, you're a superstar in the league. Take advantage. I mean, this is the one league of sports that a superstar can actually do this. He can say, yo, I'm a superstar. Hey, I'm not happy. I'm still rock with y'all. I'm still one of the best players in the world. So, yeah, I'm going to do what I want to do. Y'all want to trade me? Go ahead. That's what I want. But I'm going to do what I want to do. I mean, and they had the freedom. So you give him the respect. Hey, I applaud that because I'm a superstar. I'm not really happy. He just got a new head coach who's like kind of like, those passive, like they're new. They want to be everyone's friend. Like, hey, I'm your friend. James Harden's like, okay, cool. When you got a substitute teacher in school? Oh, this clown? We got that. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, you just having a party. You don't care. Hey, guys, I'm the sub. Everyone, let's just be cool. I'm trying to be your friend. Oh, okay, we know. We see you. We see what type of dude you are. Hey, teacher, can I go to the restroom? Just make sure you're not gone for 30 minutes. He's gone for the whole period. Stop it. Come on, man.
I agree with you with the star power thing. Like, this is how you really know that you're a star player. You do something like this, and the coach comes out and it's just like, well, like where is James Harden? It's just a setback. We want him here.
Daryl Morey isn't there anymore. Like, it's a whole new. What? So he's like, oh, everybody's new. I'm the man here. Nobody new can come here and be like, oh, James Harden, you're not There's somebody. So that's it. And you can. Now, the L would be if he comes back and he's playing like trash. Dude's overweight.
Now you got to ball up.
He looks overweight. Yeah, he looks overweight. He's slow. He's getting blocked up and down. Like, then it's like, oh. And we saw you we saw what you were doing. So, yeah.
You got to ball out.
But if he comes out and he's like, hey, this is what I do, then, I mean, just shut up. Just stop.
Yeah, if he comes out there and he drops like 30 in his first game, honestly,
and he's still carrying the whole team. Like, he's still
like, damn,
stop it.
There's levels to
it.
Because it'd be funny. To be fair too, like going back and like looking at like the Last Dance and stuff, you saw like Dennis Rodman. He's on like wrestling. He's like doing he literally WWE. And they during the playoffs, and then shows up and then
he shows up.
20.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? It's just
that's
like gambling and all kinds of stuff.
And there's levels to it. There's some people can turn it on, and I mean it comes to life too. That's why I give him the MVP for the week, because that's kind of I kind of have the same mentality sometimes when it comes to something that like I know like, and it's okay to be not prideful but confident. I know there's like a limit to, when it's like, okay, you're being too cocky or whatever. But sometimes, I mean, if you're good at something, you don't have to doubt yourself, or people are like, oh, humble yourself. Or if I know I'm the best at something and no one else is like on my level, I'm showing out, bro. I'm showing out, because it's like, oh, be humble. Okay, make me be humble. Humble me. Humble me. Like, I'll be humble when I'm amongst people who I'm like, okay, these are some real. Then you see, okay, you love when you're amongst people, you're like, oh, humble me. That's a challenge. But that's just the mentality. Not everyone's like that, but I respect that. I like that.
Here's what I like too about this situation, right? So during the bubble, Lou Williams did the same shit.
Yeah.
He went to Magic City, right? When he was supposed to be at a funeral or visiting his family or something, he was at Magic City with the rapper, white rapper, but with Jack Harden, right? James Harden does the same shit, but he does it sort of during the preseason when it really doesn't really matter as much. You know what I mean? So I was like, and then he didn't get COVID. So like, so it was like, okay, like that was kind of
Lou Will's thing. Like, now that you look back at it, you remember, like, now they're saying like, oh, Kawhi and Paul George got special treatment, blah blah blah. Lou Williams is one of those guys, like, who's Kawhi and Paul George that they can do whatever they want, but I can't go and do what I want. So now it's like, oh, that's probably why he went. He was sort of like, hey, I want to go enjoy myself too. But, so he probably just was, man, F this. I'm about to go, do my thing. And
see, I'm glad you brought that up, because there's levels to the stupidity as well. Like, we're talking about James Harden going to a birthday party and like a nightclub, right? But Daniel House brought a hoe to a hotel room in the bubble while being married, right? Like the difference in stupidity of actions is crazy. Where it's like, hey, this guy went to like one of the most famous rappers' birthday parties and kind of just hung out. This other dude also on the Rockets. You see what I'm saying? Where it's just like, okay, we can't really like get too mad, because I'm like, this. That's
the thing. It's not like, oh, James Harden caught at some nightclub, was in a fight, or was it was just James the Harden tabloid was
Pippen at the mall.
The tabloid was just, bro was at a rapper's birthday party, actually gifting the rapper. Like, actually, the rappers. It's not it wasn't even James Harden saying, hey, I'm here with Lil Baby. It was Lil Baby like, I'm here with James Harden.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So that's the difference. So,
dude, and here's the thing too. If this dude balls out, he's untouchable, dude. It's just like, what are you gonna say? It's like, damn. You're just like, fuck. Like Stephen Silas, coach, whatever. You're just like, what are you going to? I feel like it's going to be a Mike Brown. Remember not Mike, what was it? Mike Brown, Kobe? Or Kobe? Remember when Kobe?
Oh, yeah, that was with the Lakers, yeah.
Who was when Kobe? They had like 4 different coaches. But Kobe, there was one game where Kobe like
Mike Brown
himself in the game, and just like stared, like gave him that death stare, and just like dropped 30, and people were just like, that boy gave a fuck. That's his last day. I forgot who it was. There's a lot of black.
I feel like James Harden is in that position right now.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
You can tell he loves that city. And Houston is a cool for the culture. Same thing with Kobe. Like, if you're a Laker, it's hard to be like, man, the Lakers suck, I want to leave. Because for the culture, it's like the LA culture, the fan base, if you stick with them even through the bad times, like they mess with you. Like, they respect you. Same thing with Houston. Like T-Mac when he was over there. Like, they respect T-Mac because, he tried to do his thing. You know what I mean? They respect him. So they respect James Harden. They got Travis Scott out there, all buddy and all that. So it's hard for James Harden to just be like, man, F Houston, I'm out. So he's in that position where it's like, man, like, I know I got to do everything. Kobe, when he was in LA with Kwame Brown, Smush Parker, Luke Walton, Sasha Vujacic, carrying them to the playoffs. Oh, man, I got to do everything now. I got to go into this season knowing well, let me just enjoy myself right now then. Don't talk to me about practice. I don't want to even go to practice with y'all. Y'all need practice. Me, I'm good.
And another thing, I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm going to hit on this a little bit, and then we're going to get off of it. LeBron and AD, rumors has it, they're not even going to show up till January.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
I heard they didn't want to play, which makes sense. I can understand. Now, me, I'd do it. I'd play. I'm trying to hoop. But if you just came off a chip
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I just came off playing like a couple months ago, just won a ring. I'm trying to rest. I can understand it. That's fine. And you won the championship. Cool. I let it go. It's not like he's the first player to. We've seen other Kawhi and all these guys do low management, so it's cool. Gives other dudes on the Lakers a chance to shine, I guess.
I'm just saying, it's gonna be interesting. If this dude comes out there and he like doesn't miss a beat, it's gonna be, damn. Some people just different.
That team looks good though. Yeah, Cousins.
I mean, it looks okay. Yeah. If Cousins can stay healthy, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. If John Wall gets back to a decent level, it could be interesting. Steven Silas, it's just a random team. We don't know what they're gonna be to be honest. Like, that team is it's gonna be interesting. But what was interesting too, let's just stay on NBA for a second. I'll actually just go to Played Yourself for a quick minute. Played Yourself for me was Scottie Pippen. I remember, I think you talked, so we didn't talk about this last week because I was like, you know what, I don't want to talk about this girl no more, his wife and shit. Like, we talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago. But then you talked about it on your other show. And Straight Up with CJ, come check that out, 8 a.m. Eastern.
every weekend. We're gonna do an episode this weekend.
But yeah, so you were talking about the Malik Beasley situation. We talked about it a little bit through chat and text and stuff. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, the only reason we care about this girl, think about this. The only reason we care about her is because of her last name is Pippen. If her last name was like Larsa Daniels, she's not getting no smoke, bro.
True.
So I was thinking about this, and I'm like, because you were kind of like, hey, does Scottie want to take her back and shit like that? I was like, wait, why did Scottie let her keep his name? That is the biggest L that he's taken. Like, I know, like, when you're married, blah, blah, blah. But after you divorce, and you're the more famous party, why would you let
that's
her...
clout.
You see what I'm saying? What's the go ahead.
What's the rule for that, like, legally?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it an optional thing, or
I never thought
usually
about it.
The girl takes her last name back. Usually,
she can't. I guess she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, I guess
I've never thought about it in terms of can you force her to change her name, or she can keep the name,
or maybe in this case it's just that's what people know her by. Like, what else are people going to call her?
That's the problem, though. They only know her because of Scottie. So if you're Scottie now and your ex-girl is now, parading around doing what she's doing with your name, the only reason she's getting coverage is because of the Pippen name. If she was just Larsa Daniels or Larsa Mejia, we're not talking about her because she's just another girl now. But because she's Scottie's girl or ex-girl, she's getting all this coverage. So now I'm like, okay, Scottie, you have to be smarter now. You have to be like, you're taking an L if you're letting her just do whatever she wants, knowing that you're always going to be associated with it because she has your last name.
I'm sure he could do something legally.
There is you ever watch that movie, The Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
The second one, the second Harley Quinn one, where the little spinoff.
Oh, the Girls of Prey or some whatever it's called.
Yeah. Very trash movie. I was watching that earlier today. Trash.
Yeah.
It is not trash because it's not it's not like cool. Like there's no cool fight scenes or whatever. It's trash because you don't feel anything. Like you're watching the movie, and if someone just calls you or something, you don't feel. Oh, I gotta go back and
it's not. It's just one of those movies. It's just you're watching it because you saw Suicide Squad.
Yeah, or just because it was on TV or like you have nothing else. But if something interrupted your day, you're not going back to. Oh, I wonder what was gonna happen. Like, you don't care. There's just whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it. I was watching it today, and what happened was like Harley Quinn broke up with the Joker. The Joker broke up with her. And in the beginning, all the villains and everyone else is like letting Harley Quinn get away with whatever she wants because they know that's Joker's girl. So the villains are like this girl, she broke this one dude's legs. She slapped this other dude, got a free drink. Like she's just doing whatever.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But he was like, oh, that's Joker's girl. Don't mess with her. That's Joker's girl. Don't mess with her. As soon as those dudes found out, oh, she's no longer Joker's girl, everybody and their mama's coming out for revenge now. Everybody wants a piece of her now. So it's the same thing with when I'm looking at Scottie. I'm like, dude, like, you have to know, like, it's a benefit for her to have your last name. Because without that, no one knows who this girl is. So it's just an L just to be like, to not even, like, consider, like, legal action or something to be like, yo, get this girl. Like,
it goes, and it goes both ways. I mean, even then, it's like, okay, even if she has her name taken away, like the last name taken away, it's still like I was saying in my show last week, it was like, dudes in the NBA, it should be a thing where it's like, oh, that's Scottie Pippen's girl, ex-girl, whatever. Just out of respect, for a basketball legend, I'm just gonna, I'm not, just out of respect,
No, you saw what happened.
But then you got some of these young guys who are thinking about it as, or these rappers maybe, or whoever, trying to be like, oh, that's Scottie's girl. That's points right there. That's extra points. I can be like, oh, I was with Scottie's girl. So it's like, it can go both ways. Me personally, I'm just doing it off the cougar infatuation. It's just no disrespect to Scottie. I wish it didn't have to be that way, but that's just for different reasons. So, but like it could go both ways. So, even without the last name.
Well, what would you do if you were in Scottie's position?
I'd be embarrassed.
Now she's Larsa Court. Now
I'd tell her to drop the last name.
Exactly.
I'd tell her to drop the last name. I wouldn't even be hurt about, because at that point it's like, okay, she's for the streets. I'm done.
You know what it is?
I'm gonna be done. Give me my last name.
You know what it is?
Be out of here.
It's like she's like your kid at this point if you let her keep the last name. Because like if you're famous, like Bronny James, right? LeBron James' son, he did some stupid shit. He literally lowers the stock price of LeBron James's assets in his business, right? Because he's making him look bad. You're killing the reputation of the business, of the brand. She is doing the same thing for Scottie. Do you think it looks good? With Scottie is an NBA analyst on TV. If his wife is in the tabloids for some nonsense, how are we as viewers going to be up there like listening? Oh, what does Scottie think about the Trailblazers this year? I wonder if he thinks blah blah. No, I can't take him seriously.
it could bring in viewers too at the same time, because that happens too. People could be like, oh, Scottie's on today, oh, let me see what he's, sometimes it brings just the attention. And then knowing Scottie, I mean, not being someone who kind of maybe needs the attention because he's not doing anything else. It's like, oh, okay, cool, go ahead.
He don't know what to do with that type of attention, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how Scottie's feeling. Like, we haven't heard but again, like, it's not even, shit hasn't happened, like, it's not like they just divorced this year or this, like, last month or whatever. Like, they've been separated. Like, there was a whole future thing. Like, all that happened. Like, it's done. The only reason he's being brought up into this is because of the Malik Beasley being seen with her. Now it's like, Scottie Pippen's girl.
The only reason getting brought up is because of the last name. That's the only reason.
But yeah, but even if it wasn't for the last name, it would still be Scottie's ex-wife. Like, Scott, so his name will still pop up. When people are talking about it, they're still going to be like, oh, Scottie Pippen, ex-NBA star Scottie Pippen. Like, so.
Nah, I don't think it would be as big.
Yeah, not as big, but his name would still be popping up. So
maybe, but it'll be like Scottie Pippen's like best mama or baby mama or his ex-wife or something. Like, we wouldn't know her by name. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be a household name and shit. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But yeah, that's just like, man, like my son was doing some shit like that, and like he's making me look bad. Like, hey, bruh, you out of here. I
mean, I think his son. They have a kid together, and he was saying that his mom was for the streets. Like, he was saying some stuff like, damn, like, my mom's for the streets.
Damn.
So I mean, everybody, yeah, I mean, but I mean, really, it's I don't know why we're attacking her though, other than the future thing. For the Malik Beasley thing,
I'm not.
Yeah, for the Malik Beasley thing,
is Scottie taking it now.
Yeah, I tell her to get rid of the name. I'll be like, hey, I respect what you're doing, but just get rid of it.
Dude, how funny would it be if like you're like back in high school and like you're trying to like make the football team or something, and you have a hot mom, and the coach is like, hey, yo, CJ, that your mom over there? You're like, oh yeah, coach. Yeah, she's just waiting in the car. She's like, okay, cool. Listen, why don't you give her my number for me, and we'll see if you start. It's like, okay, coach. Yeah, sure. It's like, CJ, what the fuck? Why are you doing that for? Them? Hey, man, my mom for the streets, bro. It just, no, dude. That's so funny. Just because most kids at that age will always just be like, dude, you can't talk about my mom like that. But for a kid, just know straight up, like, you guys want her? She's for the streets. If you want.
The time's changing, man. The times are changing. Times are changing. Now it's like if you can't deny it, it's like, what you gonna say? Hey, I can't deny it. So
that is hilarious. Do you have anything else?
Since we on basketball, man, the whole Kyrie and LeBron situation. LeBron responding to Kyrie. It's like kicking a man when he's already down. Like, why you gotta come to the man when he said he's not making any more media, taking any more media questions. He's not responding to anything. Now you want to come and respond to something he said months ago. LeBron saying, oh, I felt hurt. With Kyrie saying, now we have someone he can look and be like, oh, I can trust him at the end of the game. Why are you hurt? That's my thing. Why are you commenting on it? Why are you saying that you're hurt? And then he makes some more comments saying, oh, I wanted the best for Kyrie when I was there. I didn't even care about winning the championship. I just wanted to see him get an MVP. Come on, bro. This is where I have a problem. When you try to make yourself look good with some nonsense. Okay. You want to say you're hurt, fine. We know LeBron is a soft dude. We know sometimes, he's passive aggressive. It's like, oh, that didn't affect me. When we know it did. But you don't have to come out there and say, I didn't care about a championship. When you say that championship is the championship that makes you a GOAT. When you say, oh, that championship I won in Cleveland, yeah, that's the one that makes me a GOAT. That's the one I'm proud of. And then you want to say, I didn't care about that. I just wanted Kyrie to be MVP. It doesn't make, so I'm not making this stuff up, okay? That's where it doesn't make sense for me. So Kyrie also I'm not saying he's not at fault. He didn't have to say. Kyrie's problem is he says stuff that he doesn't have to say. Now, it's not that it's not facts. It's not that it's not his own opinion and he's not entitled to it. It's just like you don't have to say it. Just focus on basketball. This whole I don't want to talk to media thing, bro, that's doing too much. I love Kyrie. He's probably top 3 players in the league right now for me. One of the favorite players in the league. But that's too much. You got to talk to media. That you have a contract with the NBA. But you can't just, I mean, come on, LeBron. Come on, man. He's saying he doesn't want to talk to media because he's afraid of whatever. Okay, that's his issue. Hey. But you can't now attack him now that he's saying, you're not going to get a response. Now you want to be like, yeah, Kyrie, blah, blah, blah. Now that's tough. Now Kyrie's sitting back like, man, I said I wasn't going to respond, but look what he's doing. I have to go back on my word now LeBron he knows what he's doing. Come on now, man. Now everyone's like, well, Kyrie's not going to respond now so LeBron, he gets the last word. Oh, that's when you want to attack LeBron? Every time when we see LeBron on the court, you want to be aggressive when you against Damian Lillard and all these 6'1" point guards? But when you going up against Giannis and Kawhi and all them, do 6'7", 6'8", you want to be like, let me shoot this 3 out here. Let me pass this to Danny Green. Man, get out of here, bro. What you mean?
Hey, LeBron the GOAT, bro. Dude, look how goatish that is, bro. He's not a businessman. He's a businessman, bro. Listen to what you just said and dissect how smart that is. LeBron comes off looking like a nice guy now. He's like, yo, Kyrie said some dumb shit you shouldn't have said. First of all, I mean, your boy Kyrie going on Katie's podcast and saying like, yo, I'm finally These dudes had this podcast during the NBA Finals. Which is dumb. Number 2, somebody asked LeBron this question. LeBron just didn't go like, hey, let me go to Fox Sports.
No. Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, LeBron got him a championship. LeBron said, hey, can I come on your show? You guys, I need a favor. Let me get on the show and say what I got to say. Oh, yeah, LeBron. I mean, you got us a championship. We love you, LeBron. Come on the show. We'll let you say, this is what I want you guys to ask me. I'm going to answer. I'm going to run this thing. Come on. He has his own show, The Shop. He runs that too. Bro. Come on, man. He knows what – you're right. I give it – LeBron knows what he's doing. He's a business. Yes, I understand. That's why he does this stuff. He cares too much about the business more than trying to be, that – which some people – not everyone's the same. Not everyone's the same.
When you the GOAT?
Kyrie, he don't care. He cares more about, people not taking his words out of, context. He cares more about his integrity and, his game more than the business. He doesn't care about media. Oh, you need media to build up your brand. He don't care.
Kyrie is not a Mac, bro.
He don't care. Forget find me. Go ahead, if you want to find me every day for not talk to media. Media, who cares about media? I'm not going to sell my soul to the media. I'm not going to sell my soul to the media. I'm Kyrie Irving. Y'all know what I do. I'm a champion. LeBron. Oh, I got 5 rings, but I still need to tell you I got 5 rings. Oh, blah. Come on. That's what I'm saying. You see the difference? He cares too much about, I'm LeBron James. I got 5 rings. I'm a champion. I'm better. Man, we already know. We know.
Man,
your fans tell us enough. We know.
That was probably real. Dude, he's coming back to Cleveland. He knows Kyrie is there, and he's kind of like the man in Cleveland now that he's been gone. There's a respect level there where he's like, hey, man, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Like, I just won 2 championships in Miami.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure when I come back here, like, if you want to be the guy, like, just let me know how we can play together. I think that was a genuine thing.
Yeah, we know Kyrie. We know Kyrie is, again, Kyrie didn't take it. Kyrie's not. It's not all LeBron. Kyrie's over there trying to be, the young dude wants to be the man. LeBron James. I'm. So that's understood too. But I mean, that's just two different egos. That's how Kobe and Shaq were the same way.
Saying, like that, what LeBron's saying. First of all, it's pretty genuine to be like, yo, like, where is this coming from? Like, I thought, like,
yeah,
are you sure you said this? Like, I'm just kind of caught off guard. Like, I'm chilling in the finals, I'm doing my thing. All of a sudden, I read like from the grapevine on Twitter, like people.
But LeBron,
like,
always does. But LeBron always does this, like, and it can be genuine. It can be genuine. But sometimes you have these dudes. Again, even in, I don't know how to compare it. Like, you have these dudes who are, like, we got friends like these who, like, we go to the clubs or we go to bars with them. We know they attract the girls. We know they attract the girls, but they don't know. So we go and girls are like, oh, you're so nice and stuff, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, really? I didn't know I was being, I didn't know I'm so, LeBron's like that. It's like, bro, how do you not know, like, how you rub off on certain players? Like, how do you not recognize what's going on? Oh, I didn't know Kyrie felt this way. Are you sure? Yeah, you didn't notice that yourself? Like, all these years passing, you didn't notice, I don't read the tabloids.
No.
I don't pay attention.
No.
I can understand if you're like,
Let me give you a better example. Here's what this is like. This is like, we're playing pickup games. Toss is not on the call, but when Toss is on my team, we're playing pickup games. I know that I'm probably one of the better players on this park right now, so I know I can get mine whenever I want. But I know I need to get some other people involved first too. So, I'll pass the ball when I need to in the beginning, try to get some people involved. They're missing shots. They're trying to build a brick house. I'm like, hey guys, we're trying to play basketball. We don't need to be all these bricks out here. And then people start talking like you. People start talking, and then I'm like, all right, I need to kind of turn it on now and start to like go to work. And then eventually I kind of take over the game. We win the game, right? Everybody should be happy. But then, I'll get some water, I'll come back, and then people will be like, oh, well, Justice, you've been hogging the ball a lot, or all this different stuff. I'm like, bro, I gave you the ball in the beginning. You were missing all the shots, remember? Remember all the turnovers you had?
And I think that's where.
Why are you criticizing me now? Why didn't you say something? Where's this coming from, bro?
I guess I understand that. So we have these conversations about Kobe and LeBron, all these comparisons, and usually they never get even if we do decide that LeBron's someone wants to say, oh, LeBron's better than Giannis, right? Even if we do say, oh, LeBron's better than Giannis, or someone argues that Giannis is better than LeBron, at least right now, where Kevin Durant's better than LeBron, that's closer. You can still say, well, LeBron has more championships, or LeBron has more points, or whatever. So you can just say, well, LeBron's better, right? You can still argue KD's better. I mean, he shoots better. He can make threes better. He can shoot free throws better. But at the end of the day, LeBron's stats, yeah, he's better, right? So at the end of the day, when you come to now, we have Kyrie and we have LeBron. Oh, well, Kyrie can shoot threes. He made that shot to win the championship in the first place, being down 3-1 against the Warriors, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, who's bigger? Who has more points? Who's the best player in the league right now, or for the past decade? Who has more rings? LeBron. So Kyrie, sit back. LeBron, you have the, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You can say it. So he's always going to win. He's always going to win, which is fair. If you got the crown, if you're the king, you got Donald Trump in office, who's going to say anything to you? No matter what, who's going to say anything to you?
What are you talking about? Here's what people aren't really realizing, too. You're forgetting. LeBron allowed Kyrie to take that shot, right? Do you really think if LeBron wanted to take that shot, that
LeBron would not take that shot?
Fair enough. But in terms of who has more power and authority, like if LeBron doesn't want Kyrie to take that shot, he's not taking it.
Yeah, facts. But Kyrie is I can't shoot the shot. Okay, come take the ball from me. That's Kyrie, and that's why I like Kyrie.
He don't care that. He's not that type of dude.
He said, "I'm gonna take this shot," and he took the shot. Tell me LeBron's gonna take that shot.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not saying he's going to take the shot, but what I'm saying is LeBron
I bet you
LeBron.
I bet you LeBron goes to sleep every night thanking Kyrie in his like, oh, thank you, Kyrie, for making that shot. Thank you, Kyrie, for making that shot. Come on, man, stop. Who else was gonna take that shot? Who else?
They had other shooters on the team.
Oh my gosh, they got other shooters.
Yeah, Kyrie was in single cover. Come on, bro. Like, they allowed him to do that.
So you take what is given to you. In a situation like that, you take what's given to you. Clutch. It's not like, oh, we coming off a timeout or this is drawn up. You're one-on-one. This is the NBA Finals. Do what you got to do. That's Kyrie. That's what he does.
I think
one-on-one.
Kyrie phrased this incorrectly. He should have said, like, I've never been with a guy who I trust more than myself to take the last shot.
Yeah. That's what, again, I agree with everything you're saying. Kyrie has these tendencies where it's like, bro, what are you saying? Or you don't have to, like the whole coach thing. Oh, we don't really have a one head coach. It's everyone. What are you talking about? Just shut up. Just go play basketball. Like, no one needs you to talk about that. Like, he does. He says some stupid shit sometimes. But, that's for sure. Yeah, but, I mean, let's not – come on now. But, hey, am I a little biased? Not at all, because I'm just telling you facts. Kyrie hit the shot, okay? LeBron wasn't taking that shot. Oh, he got the block. Okay, did he hit the shot, though? He got the block. What happens on the other? He takes a shot and misses. We back at square one. Okay, dude, we need the shot to go in.
Chill.
We need the shot to go in.
First of all, he hit a shot, right? You forget who even got them to that point.
Kyrie hit the shot.
Kyrie never even – I don't even think he got out of the – I don't think he even made it to the playoffs without LeBron. So let's just
True.
Let's just chill.
I'm
not done.
Kobe didn't make it without Shaq.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Also, people forget this. I pretty much am 100% sure that Steph Curry was guarding Kyrie when he took that shot, right?
He was, and Steph isn't the best defender.
Okay.
Yes, but how many times has LeBron been against a point guard and he goes up and shoots up from the logo? Come on now, stop. It goes, I just want everyone to get a fair chance, okay?
Kyrie pulled up.
Yes, I understand.
2016 Steph.
I understand.
Steph.
Oh, come on.
Russ was even cooking Steph.
I'm just in that position where it's like we can't keep letting LeBron get away with this, okay? Okay? We can't keep letting him get away with this. Okay?
Another thing too is LeBron probably has more buzzer beaters. LeBron probably has more buzzer beaters than Kyrie. That's another.
Because he's played in more games. He's been in more of those situations.
He's better. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have the right to even be speaking on such subjects.
That's fair. Again, proves my point. LeBron is LeBron. So at the end of the day, no matter what, we can argue to the end of the earth until Kyrie gets 10 rings and LeBron stays at 5. Then we'll be like, oh, well, I guess Kyrie was right. No, but until then, it's like, oh yeah, LeBron, is right. LeBron,
Kyrie is
he got the rings.
Kobe's bad traits in a worse career. It's just like, dude.
Yeah. But he's still talented though. But you can't. But what else do you want from him? Like, what else?
Just sit down.
Just sit there.
You're on a wall with a jump shot. Like, just chill, bro.
But who else in the league are we talking about, though?
Like, Dame Lillard is I'll take Dame Lillard before I take Kyrie.
Show me the accolades, man.
Huh?
Show me the accolades, man. Give me Kyrie, man. Give me Kyrie.
Okay, did Kyrie get his own team?
I want substance. I want substance.
Okay, as the main star, has he ever gotten
Damian Lillard's cool, but
has Kyrie ever gotten a team to the conference finals as the main star? No.
It's not about that. At the end of the day, it's about he got the ring. The ring.
LeBron got him a ring.
But he made the shot though. So until you can say, oh, it's not like
the shot over Steph Curry.
He was just there. It's
the
not
shot
like
over Steph Curry in single coverage.
Well, Kevin Love was there.
Looking at LeBron.
Kevin Love was there. What did he do? Did he hit the shot? Did he get a rebound? He didn't do anything. What did Tristan Thompson do? But he was.
Everybody
make some rebounds.
Role. Kyrie played his role.
Nah.
He played his role. But
His role is
people were acting
close.
like that shot was so amazing. Dude, Dame Lillard, let me tell you what he did.
It wasn't so amazing, but it's the fact that without Kyrie, LeBron wouldn't have got that ring in Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. But they both needed each other, so we both.
They both needed each other.
And if we look at the grand scheme of things, who was the more impactful player?
Kyrie needed more.
Easily
Kyrie
LeBron.
needed LeBron more. Yes,
Easily
Kyrie
LeBron.
needed LeBron more.
But Dame Lillard, I'm pretty sure he had like a side step back over Paul George, who's way taller than him.
Yeah, Dame Lillard is nice. Dame Lillard is nice, but still, where you at though? Where you at though? Like you keep going to the.
Hold on. Is Paul George good at defense?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Is Steph Curry good at defense? Is he known for defense?
Where's Damian? Has Lillard been to the finals?
He's been in the conference finals against the Warriors.
Yeah.
Did Kyrie ever
against Steph Curry, against the same Steph Curry who Kyrie won the finals over?
Yeah,
right?
And Dame had a hurt team.
Man, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad enough to. They didn't have KD. They didn't have KD. Warriors didn't have KD. I mean,
come on, bro.
Hey, really though, that's enough. That's even enough. I mean, Kyrie did it with LeBron.
They were
against Steph and Clay. It's no KD. I think.
No,
come on.
bro. No.
But what happened? And it's not even like it was close. Hold up. It wasn't even like the series was close. No. And it wasn't even like the series was close. Every time Portland up in the fourth quarter or going into the second half by like 18, 15 points, 20 points. What happens? Oh, Steph comes into the second half and blows them out. Oh, where's Damian Lillard? Oh, I'm hurt.
Okay.
What happened? Let's give Damian Lillard the ball. What happened? Andre Iguodala steals the ball from him, takes it away. He goes into the playoffs. He runs the locker room. I'm out of here. Yeah, Stop. What does Kyrie do? Okay, come guard me. I have the ball in my hand.
They didn't have Kevin Durant that time.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, they didn't.
Time? With the last playoffs.
Conference finals.
They didn't have KD.
They did.
They were resting him. They were waiting until they were like, okay, let's see if we need him. And then he came back and got hurt. He didn't play in the Trailblazers series.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. But still, I mean, it's still one of the best teams of all time. They had.
Yeah, true, but I'm just saying it wasn't even close. Kyrie at least.
You're not giving enough credit to how bad the Blazers were. Like the Blazers weren't that good of a team. They had no Nurkic. It was pretty much CJ was kind of hurt. Like it wasn't that good of a team. I can't even name anybody else. They had Seth Curry before he started getting swagged out.
Here. I'm gonna just say this. Okay, everybody, this season, right? We're gonna see Kyrie go off, and then we gonna see what y'all say.
Nah, okay? He ain't doing shit, bro.
We gonna see it. Nets versus Lakers. We gonna see it. And I don't want to see LeBron. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna play this game. Okay, cool.
Dame Lillard over Kyrie all day.
We're gonna see that game too. I'm gonna mark that game on the calendar too. We should
start a poll on this just to see, because when people start getting that Dame, what's he do?
We're gonna see that game too. We're gonna see that.
All these teams play each other. All these teams play each other. Dame on no podcast saying like, "Oh, I'm so thankful I got a better player than me who could like." Nah, bro. He that dude.
You can't say anything, bro. Have you been to the finals? You're not on that level now.
Man, dude, you know what? I think I may have COVID actually.
How?
Randomly, my roommate has it, so I'm like, I probably have it too. I was like running.
Really?
Yeah. I was like running today, but I don't really have any symptoms really, but I was running today and like I started to feel my chest like have like pressure as I was running. So I was like, But if I'm not running, I feel fine. But I was running, I was like, I wonder, I don't know. But we're so close.
I mean,
we're so close proximity that it's like, you probably like, there's no way to avoid it. So it's like,
I don't know how your immune system is. I mean, mine is, solid.
Nigerian.
So, I mean, I could be, sleeping with COVID and still come out, clean. So, but I mean, just to be safe, I'll go get it. I mean, checked. before.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the annoying part, right? So my roommate tells me like he may have it on like Thursday, right? I had already set up this Tinder thing with this girl the day before for Saturday. So he had come home for like maybe like a day or so. Then he left to go to his girlfriend's house for the weekend. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he wasn't around. We didn't really make contact.
He went to his girlfriend's house.
Well, his girlfriend also, they got COVID together. They pretty much they visited his brother, and then everyone sort of got in.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you might come on, bro. He gave it to his girl or whatever. I mean, they just
so for the weekend, they were sort of quarantining together in a sense. So I'm kind of by myself, and I'm like, I didn't really touch him that much. We didn't really like come in close contact with anything. So I feel kind of fine. And then maybe like Saturday rolls along, and he's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm feeling like some of the symptoms or whatever. And then in my head, like my head started getting kind of foggy and like started feeling something in my throat. I was like, man, I wonder if I have anything. But I had already set up this date with this girl, so I was like, fuck. I gotta do the responsible thing and be like, hey, maybe I gotta call it off. I didn't want to text her something. Let me just call her and just see what's going on. Just let her know, just so she knows, like, respectful. So I call her up, and then the call turns into like a 90-minute conversation, almost as if I kind of like walked through everything that I would walk through on the first date on the phone call, even to the point
that wasn't the intent, but
wasn't the intent. But pretty much I got through my whole sequence. I hit all my, went through my whole system, and I got through the point where like we're talking about sex now. And we started talking about that, and like she started telling me what she likes and stuff, and I was like, Did you end up telling her that you
well,
yeah, so I started off with that. I was like, hey, like this happened, so I don't really know.
Hey, I mean, maybe she appreciated that. If for a girl to stay on the phone for that long after you start off like, hey, I know we had this date, but I'm just being cautious. Just explain it. Don't even say you have it. Just be like, hey, my friend got it. I don't know. I might go get checked before I. So hey, that's a good move.
But as soon as she started going through, we got on that other topic, and she started going through what she likes and stuff. I was like, man, I'm getting a little stiff. I'm getting a little stiff now. So I was like, yo, if I go get a COVID test real quick, like, you still got to meet up later? And she was like, yeah, cool. I was like, all right, cool. All right, bet. So then, I rushed down to there's a couple of different facilities nearby. I go down there, had to shell out some money, for this rapid. The rapid test is like 15 minutes long. In 15 minutes, you pretty much know if you have it or not. So I had to drop about a Benjamin to go figure out what's going on. Wow. As soon as I got it, texted it over to her, and she was like, all right, cool. Like I'll be down there in like 2 hours or whatever. And I was like, all right, yeah, nice. And I was like, all right, cool. So Saturday comes along. We did our thing. It was a fun night. She played some good defense, but in the end, offense prevailed, and it was a good time. But but then the next day, my roommate comes back over. And he was like, I tested positive. So I was like, all right. I don't know what's going on now, but I thought that was just interesting. But I'm probably
So you don't have it then?
Well, on Saturday when I took the test, I didn't have it.
Yeah, so you should be fine until he came back and said that he had it.
So now we've been living together for a couple of days or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as you guys aren't together, obviously, I mean, you don't want to touch the same stuff and you're living together. But I mean, we're young.
It's hard.
As long as you don't. As long as you don't,
it is what it is.
Sit on the same couch at the same time, talking to each other. Just go to your room when I'm out here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, we're somewhat distant or separate, but like there's really no way to avoid it. It's just
I think it's cool. You got the main thing is you got tested. You're negative. Now it's like, okay, play defense. You know what to do. You'll be fine. If you start feeling like, oh, then. But yeah, I think it's cool.
I mean, I still feel fine now, but yeah,
That's a double win. That's a double win. Got your COVID test,
Dude, I got it in right. I got it in right. That's one of those things you guys gotta learn too. Is like that window of opportunity. Sometimes when you smell blood in that water, you just gotta like pull the trigger right then and there.
That's crazy. I
wouldn't think, bro.
I wouldn't have. I would have. Nah, that's crazy. I would have. If I had to take the test, I would have been like, send me the results. I'll wait.
Man, dude, you don't have that. You gotta have that Mamba mentality.
Yeah, I know. I know. For that, I would have been like, what? I'll wait. Hey, let's take a ring check. I probably wouldn't even have made the call. I would probably been like, hey, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it tonight.
Hey, it depends on how hungry you are, though. You know what I mean? If you haven't eaten in a couple days, you just be like, hey, like, don't worry, send that food like tomorrow or the next day. I can wait. Like, nah, bro, send that food right.
Lord, that's there right now.
With cheese right here, boy. Like, we ain't messing around right now. Oh, you got that jollof rice? Hey, bring that in. But yeah, sometimes people be like messing around a little bit, and you gotta really know, like, okay, window opportunity is small, bro. Pull the trigger. Another thing too is like, cause I know you're a cheap ass. Like, you don't like to spend any money.
That's exactly. I'm not.
In my opinion,
pay for a COVID test. Nah, man. You got.
In my opinion, every time you're with the girl, you're spending some type of money.
True.
Like if you go out, if you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go out to the bar and just like pick up a chick or whatever. If you're at a cheap ass bar like where you live, you gotta pay the cover to get in. Now you're in pixels. Yeah. Now like
it's not even that. It's just you're gonna be there like a weekend or two later. They gonna see your face. You gotta hey man, yeah, I got money.
You pay the cover, you buy a couple of drinks. Now you're at about $40 now. And then let's say you meet a girl, you bounce to another place, you get another drink. Now you're about like $60 now. And then you gotta like Uber back to your house. There's always money involved. And when you calculate how much money you actually spend on like a night out and shit, it's about the same as what you would pay for like, if you had a.
That's why you gotta. It's a fun game, man. It's a fun game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all perception. Because you'll be like, oh, I don't want to spend any money. But I'm like, it's kind of always spending money.
It's a fun game. You want to be spending money, but at the same it's
money.
If you got it, you got it. If you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
If you got it, it's
the question is, how convenient do you want your experience to be?
Yeah.
Do you want to like kind of like grind it out a little by being a cheap ass and kind of nickeling and diming your way?
And it depends who we're talking about. It depends what we're trying to accomplish here. A lot of factors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, hey, if I can just front load it, if I can buy that Disneyland fast pass and just give me the fast pass. I ain't waiting in line, bro.
I get what you're saying.
I gotta ride all the rides, bro. I don't have time just to hit one ride.
I get what you're saying.
Dude, another thing too that was kind of funny. Some girl asked me like, she was like, what did she say? Oh, I was gonna ask you this. Because sometimes some girls will be like, I'll be like, oh, like do you like wine or do you like ice cream or something? And then she'll be like, oh, do you smoke? Like trying to like set up like a smoking date. And I was like, I was trying to be cool. I was trying to like lie and be cool and be like, oh yeah, I smoke, I smoke. I'm like, I don't really smoke like that. But I was thinking like, man, is this even a good idea to even like have that sort of date? Like how would has that ever turned out good for you?
Yeah, plenty times. But I mean, it depends on you.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple more questions now. The girl's like, yo, like, hey, do you smoke? You say yes, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, cool. And then when she's like, all right, cool, I'll come over, we'll hang out. She comes over and hangs out. She has no bong. She has no rolling papers.
Then then it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, I got, because again, it depends on you. Like me personally, I don't smoke like that. Like you're not gonna catch me I don't have a bong in my house. I don't, like I'm just like a social, like I'm at a party or something, or I'm with friends and so, we hanging out. Oh, okay, cool. Like that's it. Now if a girl's like, oh, do you smoke? Do I have a pen? Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's smoke, but I don't know how to roll. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's roll up. Like, if you do that, cool. So that's my thing. Like, if they come through, or they're like, oh, come through, like I got, okay, cool. But if it's like, oh, can I come through? And nah, I see what you're trying to do. You're just trying to use me to get some free, nah.
Yeah.
That's not we can go to dinner. We can go to dinner. We can do it like normal, but you're not getting no free, free smoke out of me.
My man Drake, free smoke. Some girls be trying to pull that bullshit. I'm like, bro, you want me to go buy fucking?
Yeah, that's different. If they're like, oh, and
you
can tell like in the profile pics and stuff like that. Like if they, and I like girls like that. For the most part, they're more open and stuff. You can tell, but for the most part, girls who smoke, they're more open and stuff. But if they're just like, oh, can I come over and okay, what you got? Nah, you ain't just gonna get some free smoke. No.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm glad we're on the same page with that one. Avoiding some train wrecks. I guess the last thing we'll talk about is this is a W, probably my MVP of the week. Floyd Mayweather back in the news. Money Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, TBE.
We need a hero.
Back at it again. Another exhibition, this time with your boy Logan Paul.
We need a hero right now, man.
Oh, well, I mean, Nate never represented me. Apparently, Nick Young said he didn't represent the basketball community. so I'm straight. But interesting that Floyd is not fighting Jake. He's fighting his bigger brother.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, you take down one of ours. It's like, okay, I want their brother. You take down one of theirs. So that's what we're going for. We hoping Floyd, it's 2021, man. We need to start off. We need to start it off on top.
I don't think Floyd has ever. I can't remember the last time when Floyd was like the hero, where people were actually like rooting for the dude.
Never. The last time black people were rooting for Floyd was the fight against Canelo, because that was where it was like you got Mexicans and blacks, and it's all for sport, it's no hot blood, it's not nothing like that, but it's just you talk smack sometimes, So Floyd came out there, he took down, the Canelo, Latina started, looking our way, and that's where it started, So Floyd was a hero too. Thank you, Floyd, for all that.
Dude, so, and the Oscar De La Hoya one, and the Manny Pacquiao one, and the Ricky Hatton one.
Yeah, man. This one's gonna be.
This one's interesting.
This one.
I don't.
But you see, and a little preview this weekend. This is gonna be one of the main topics on Straight Up with CJ. But you see what's going on, like in the tabloids now. It's saying, oh, Logan. Obviously, we know Floyd is undefeated, blah blah blah. So Logan is the one who's projected to lose. In the last fight, Nate Robinson, people actually projected for Nate Robinson to win. Because I remember I was watching like SportsCenter, ESPN. They were like, oh, projections, or we're saying we're taking Nate Robinson just off the fact that, luck, like the chances, because of him being an athlete and not like some random dude, obviously there's the chances of him winning are higher. So in this, they're making Logan look like the underdog. So why do they keep making the brothers and projected to lose? just so they can make them, look good, like in case they win. So same thing with the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight. So now Jake Paul beats him. They're like, oh, he was projected to lose, but he won. So they're trying to make it look like, oh, these white dudes are projected to lose. So when they win, it's like, oh, look at what they did there against all odds. When we know you guys are already setting up to win. I'm watching ESPN, bro. I'm watching ESPN like I do every morning. I'm watching First Take every morning. Stephen A, Max Kellerman, where they talking about, all they talk about is usually, LeBron James, usually Kawhi Leonard, usually, Tom Brady, These dudes is talking about Jake Paul and the Logan dudes. What? Some YouTubers? We come to that.
They got that.
ESPN? ESPN? Stephen A. Smith, my boy Stephen A. Smith is talking about the Logan brothers in a boxing match? What? That's crazy. They're making money, bro. They made it.
Hey, if it makes dollars, it makes sense.
On ESPN? Athletes now? Boxers? And this dude's about to make millions off that Floyd Mayweather fight. Dude said, boxers, you don't understand. Boxers make a lot of money, bro.
Floyd is selling tickets right now for a fight in February. The early bird pricing and shit. $25 for a ticket right now to watch it.
That fight's gonna be huge, and it's not even. You know how Floyd promotes. People are gonna come to a Floyd fight.
Dude, the press coverage is gonna be
about to
too. Because Logan Paul talks a lot of shit. He talks a lot of shit.
And the thing is, see, I enjoy Floyd Mayweather fights because, and I mentioned this before, you don't know, he's undefeated. So every fight is like, damn, is this the one he loses? Yeah. So it's like, damn. And then it's like, because last time I was like, is this the one he loses? And it's Manny Pacquiao. It's like, damn, is Manny Pacquiao the one who's going to beat him? Now it's some random YouTube dude? Some random YouTube dude gonna be the one to beat him?
Oh fuck!
If that happens, man, I don't know what else. It's 2021 starts off like that, it's over. We in for 2020 part 2. I'm telling you, 2020 part 2.
Yeah, what if Logan beats this dude?
Man, I don't. It'll be hard. It'll be hard for me to take. I'll tell you that.
Be insane, dude.
Hey, I don't know, man. I'm gonna stay quarantined until 2022. I'll tell you that.
Jesus, I mean, these boys making money though. You got to tip the cap. The Floyd to make money, to pretty much just show up and practice with a dude. At
the end of the day, Floyd's gonna do what he wants to do. Against my feelings for him and stuff. If he wants to, say I want to lose, but I'm gonna get paid out. This is my last fight, so I'm gonna, get the max money I can.
Floyd's not even that old. Like Tyson was like 50.
Yeah, but Floyd ain't gonna be doing that. Tyson.
But Floyd is like 42, maybe.
Yeah.
He's
not gonna be doing that Tyson old man fight. Tyson, he's doing that because he wants the money.
No, Floyd can still move around. He could still like fight right now if he wanted to, like a real boxer.
I mean, dude, yeah.
He ain't stupid though. He ain't going.
Tyson's gonna fight Holyfield again next year.
No.
Yeah, they saying it's gonna. They setting it up. We didn't want to see Tyson fight again, but man, I guess he's gonna do it.
Those boys made a lot of money. Apparently, they made over $80 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart move. Evander Holyfield, trust me, that one's gonna be bigger. People are gonna watch.
You're gonna watch it again?
I watch the highlights.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like we saw it, we're like, hey, Tyson looked good, probably on steroids, but he looked good.
I'll watch the highlights.
It wasn't even that good of a fight. It was just like you can tell Tyson did not do one headshot. That's how I knew.
The rule was not to do headshots.
Roy Jones was doing headshots though.
He was, but he was trying to. you know, it's a difference. It's a difference. Tyson's really out there boxing. Like, that's why. Like, Tyson knocked him out.
I'm just like, bro, this well, we want to see some smoke, bro. I mean, nobody wants to see like hugging.
Yeah, but there's no real who's really boxing right now that you're like, oh man, this guy. Boxing ain't like that. Now it's UFC.
Now, but I do think they're onto something though. Like the celebrity boxing stuff is kind of interesting. Whereas like
supposedly Snoop is supposed to commentate the Floyd the Floyd fight.
Oh, okay. Let him do that. Yeah. He was a pretty good commentator. He was a good commentator.
That's gonna be a crazy. I can't wait for that fight. That's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure to come out. I'm gonna make sure to come out for that one. I'll make sure to come out to LA over there with y'all, man. I'm gonna be over there.
Dude, hopefully the will be open. The first one they did, Logan KSI at the Staples Center. You know how much tickets were?
How much?
$50.
Oh yeah, let's do that, man. I mean, they ain't gonna do it like that, but I mean, hopefully, I mean, you know, stuff's kind of died down, but I know that's gonna be a big one though. And then if we're lucky enough, you know, we might be at the after party, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're doing the after party's in Calabasas, which is like that's like an hour away from me in Hollywood. So
this dude Toss be everywhere. Like I don't know how he ain't been. I haven't seen him at one of those parties somewhere. Like he be with all those white women and stuff. Like I ain't seen him at one of those.
Yeah, that's because he's in fucking like hot. He likes East LA with the fucking chuntis and cholos and just like. Yeah. Josh hit me up the other day. He's like, "Yo, dude, you want to go to what was this place called? I think it was Hawthorne or like El Segundo or some party." I was like, "You got a taqueria outside?" I'm like Toss likes the fucking he likes the hood places, the hood parties. You know, there's like a little small ass room and just like it's super dark outside. Everyone they're trying to fucking sell like Coronas like one at a time and shit. It's like, bro, can we go to like an upscale?
That's that mobile. You know, you can leave mobile, but you can't take the mobile out, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like this fucking hood rat parties and shit. I left that for a reason, bro. Go back to this shit.
Hey man, that's where it's at, bro. That's where the smoke's at. You know?
See, you like that shit too, though. But you don't like. You guys like it for different reasons. Like, you just kind of like to like. You're like the Joker, you know. You like to just see shit happen. You like just can't for no reason. Like two girls fighting. Like, nah, don't bring it up. Just let them fight. Just do their thing. Like what? But he kind of likes to be in the action. Like he's actually about that life. Like, nigga, you're really about that life. You ain't something really went down. Like, you're the first one out of there. But yeah, that fight's gonna be cool. Though we haven't had a really good fight to like look forward to. Like there hasn't been a fight
to look forward to since
man,
like the McGregor. Yeah, since the McGregor could be maybe most recent one. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
It'd be cool if you had like more celebrity boxers. You know, just like. The Rock.
They're trying to do it. They're trying to do it. We're not gonna see nothing like that though. We're not gonna. It's gonna be more like hood dudes. It's gonna be more like rappers who ain't even hot anymore. Like that's what it's probably gonna be.
Like a real
like Soulja Boy. Yeah, like Soulja Boy and people like that probably. Nate Robinson's that's not probably gonna be his last fight. You're probably gonna see him fight someone else. So. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be fun to see dudes get beat up.
Like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you know, throw hands.
None of that. They ain't doing none of that.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Apparently, she turned 38 a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
which is crazy because you're just like you're 38. Like, it just doesn't really register in your head that she's that old. But
which isn't even really old though.
I guess. I mean,
old is like when you're like 50. I think once you hit 50, you're like old. Like
she doesn't look old. You know, black don't crack and all that stuff. But 38 is pretty old for a girl. Like you're pretty much.
Oh, you mean in her prime years and stuff? She just had the baby, so I mean, she's going towards that. It's a cycle. it's life.
Yeah, she's over that hill. I think she retired from rap too. So like she's
in her goat. She's in her goat lane now, where it's just like, oh, if she's gonna do features, it's gonna be like she only does features with people she's like, oh, the hottest artists and stuff like that. Like, oh
yeah,
I don't just do
6'9".
features. Yeah, I know. That's on. She's past that. She's just in that. Oh, Nicki. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he paid for that feature. There's no way. Do this feature.
Yeah. And then he went to diss her after. Oh, I'm the only reason she got a #1 record. And now the dude, we don't even know.
He was.
Man, stop it.
#1 records.
Stop it. That's why where he at now.
I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, exactly. Nicki Minaj, she's still ghost status, and this dude is where he at. Stop. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this week. A little bit lighter of a week. There was some stuff wasn't really worth really discussing. Really, shout out to Rashida Jones, president of MSNBC, first woman president, probably first Black president to ever be an executive level seat like that as well. So cool. For all the Quincy Jones fans out there, it's pretty chill. I know Childish Gambino fans also kind of know about her randomly as well. But we'll go ahead and end it right here. Looking forward to the next one. And man, dude. Oh, also shout out to my brother too. It's his birthday today. I think he turned 30, which is just insane, dude.
Oh, for real? I think I saw him the other day skateboarding.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, he was born in 1990, so yeah.
Dang. So you turned 30 what? 2 years? In 2 years?
I still got some time. I still got some time.
You ain't got some time, bro, because I turned 30 in like 3 years. So you still, and you're older than me, so.
Yeah, I'm like a year older than you, though.
Okay, so like a year. You're going to be 30 in like a year or something. So, yeah, it's not a lot of time.
I got some time, bro. Give me some. Let me enjoy my youth. Enjoy this shit, bro. But yeah, it's just crazy to think. I saw like basically they give you like the old ass picture, like, oh, you remember like blah blah blah, you and your brother. I was like, what the? It was like a picture of us.
Oh yeah.
10 or something. And I'm like, bro, this is surreal.
I know. I'll be seeing that. I know, man.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
But yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna try not to quarantine myself from people for the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully I'll be back in mobile. Toss. We got the park. Talk to Toss about it. We got the park. Shoot some hoops.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get it.
I actually owe you an apology. I actually owe you an apology, bro, because I like to go out there and train you every now and again and like keep you sharp on your toes. I haven't been out there to instruct you or anything. Like, it's been a minute.
Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
So I had to come back down there and put in that work. I'm gonna give you a nice long session. I ain't even gonna charge you extra. I'm just gonna throw it out. Just throw it in there. What I mean? I'm not gonna give you my YouTube videos. I'm gonna give you DVDs. You're gonna get that hands-on training in person.
Hey man, I'll be here. I'll be here. You just let me know, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we gotta get. Hey, anybody else out there who needs that work? A lot of people are out of work right now. Whoever needs that work, y'all on the couch, y'all watching movies, y'all doing HBO Max. Hey, anybody need that work?
Hey, we'll be out there. We'll be out there like Home Depot, man. So you can show us. You can show us. Man. You can show us.
All right, man. All right.